Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to cut through the noise and get you straight to the insights you need. If you like getting up to speed on complex stuff fast, well, you're in the right place. Today we're digging into a new cybersecurity threat. It's called Shuyal. And it's really got the security community talking, buzzing even. We're going to sift through what we know and figure out exactly what this thing is and why it's, well, frankly, pretty alarming. It seems like a real evolution in malware.
Yeah, exactly. Our mission here is pretty clear. Pull out the absolute must-know details, those key nuggets of knowledge from the sources we've got. We want you to understand, not just the technical side of Shuyal, but what it really means for your own security, for businesses, why this specific threat actually matters to you. We'll connect those dots.
Okay, so let's unpack this. We've seen plenty of Infostealer's malware designed to, grab passwords and stuff. What makes Shuyal so different? What's the standout feature here?
It's the reach. Definitely the reach. It's unprecedented. See, most Infostealers, they target the usual suspects, Chrome, Edge, maybe Firefox, mainstream stuff. But Shuyal, like our sources say, it casts a much wider net. It goes after 19 different browsers. 19.
19, wow.
Yeah. And here's the really interesting part. It specifically targets privacy-focused browsers. We're talking Tor, Brave, Vivaldi, Waterfox. The ones people choose specifically for better security or anonymity.
Huh. So it's undermining the very reason people pick those browsers.
Precisely. It signals a shift. Attackers aren't just picking the low-hanging fruit anymore. They're actively going after users who think they're taking extra precautions.
Okay, that's a major point. But it's not just about logins, is it? What else is it grabbing?
Oh, it's way beyond just passwords. This is where it gets quite invasive. Shuyal grabs a whole suite of system-level information, things like your disk serial number, details about your keyboard and mouse, your monitor setup, even what's on your clipboard at the time. And it takes screenshots. When you put all that together, it's not just stealing data, it's building a detailed profile, a kind of digital fingerprint of your device and your behavior.
Right, which could be used for much more targeted attacks later on.
Exactly. Identity theft, highly personalized scams. And there's more. A researcher, Vlad Paska, over at Hybrid Analysis, found it also grabs Discord tokens.
Discord tokens? Why those?
Attackers love those. They use them to hijack social media accounts, spread malware further, launch phishing campaigns from a seemingly trusted account. It's a common tactic. Okay,
this is chilling. That level of detail. So if you are using Tor or Brave, thinking you're safer, Shuyal could potentially turn that choice against you. It's like having a complete dossier built on you.
It's comprehensive compromise. That's the goal, not just a single password.
Right. So we know what it steals. Let's talk about how. The operational side. Because that seems to be where it gets really sneaky, right? It's not just about theft. It's about being invisible.
Uh-huh. That's spot on. Its tactics are, well, aggressive, but also incredibly stealthy. First thing it does, right after it runs. It disables Windows Task Manager by changing registry values. Simple, but effective. This makes it way harder for a regular user or even some analysts to just spot a weird process running. It blinds a key tool.
Okay, so step one, hide.
Yep. Then it spins up multiple processes to actually do the stealing, grabbing data from all those browsers and your system files.
So it's actively working to stop you from even noticing it's there while it does its dirty work.
Yep.
Crafty. And then after it gets the data, this is the part that really stood out to me.
Yeah.
It cleans up after itself.
This is one of the, let's call it most chilling aspects, the post-exfiltration self-cleanup. Exfiltration just means sending the stolen data outright.
Right.
So Shuyal does this in 3 steps. First, it bundles up everything it's stolen to a compressed archive file, puts it in the %temp% folder, common temporary directory. Second, it sends that archive out using a Telegram bot infrastructure.
Telegram. Why Telegram?
It's encrypted, it's widely used, relatively anonymous, and hard for network defenses to just block outright without impacting legitimate use. Attackers like it. And then, the final step. It deletes the archive file it just sent, and it wipes traces from the browser databases it touched.
Wow. So it gets the info out, then destroys the evidence.
Exactly. Removes the forensic footprint like it was never there.
It's almost like that classic spy movie trope, get the intel, then the message self-destructs.
Pretty much. And it doesn't stop there. For persistence, to make sure it runs again, it copies itself into the Windows startup folder. So every time you reboot your computer,
it comes back.
It comes back. So you have this combination. It hides, it steals, it sends the data, it cleans up, and it makes sure it starts again next time. That makes detection really, really difficult, especially in, say, a company network where you might not have deep visibility on every single machine.
So the whole package is designed to operate completely under the radar. No loud alarms, no obvious signs, just quietly observing, stealing, and exploiting.
That's the threat. Minimal noise, maximum impact before anyone realizes.
Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Put Shuyal in context. This is happening while the whole Infostealer scene is, well, a bit chaotic, isn't it? I mean, wasn't there a big takedown recently, the Luma Stealer?
Yeah, back in May, U.S. law enforcement disrupted the Luma operation.
That's
That was
like
a pretty significant player. But that connects to the bigger picture here. Cybercriminal groups are incredibly resilient. They adapt.
So one goes down, another pops up.
Often, yes. Or the same actors just rebrand, maybe tweak their tools. New malware as a service offerings appear pretty quickly to fill the gap. It makes it easier for less sophisticated attackers to get in the game, too. It's like a Hydra, really, cut off one head.
And two more appear.
Right.
And we need to remember what these infostealers often lead to. It's rarely just about stealing a login. That initial theft is often just the first step. It can lead to deploying ransomware or business email compromise, BEC.
It's where they trick employees into sending money, right? Exactly. Or they use the foothold to move sideways inside a network, expanding their access, looking for more valuable targets.
Okay, and we still don't know exactly how Shuyal gets onto a system in the first place. Does that lack of knowledge add another layer of worry given how sophisticated the rest of it is?
It certainly does. While the researchers say similar malware often spreads through the usual channels, phishing emails, dodgy ads, fake KPCHA pages, cracked software downloads.
Stuff we're always warned about.
Right. But with Shuyal being so advanced in its later stages, there's always that concern that the delivery method might also be something new, something sneakier that we haven't quite pinned down yet.
Makes sense. So facing this kind of advanced, stealthy threat, what can actually be done? How do you defend against something designed to disappear? I know researchers published some technical details, IOCs, indicators of compromise.
Yes, they did. Those IOCs, specific file paths, process names, command lines, Shuyal uses are crucial for detection tools. So for organizations, the immediate advice is pretty clear. Update your endpoint security systems with these IOCs. Really scrutinize registry changes, especially anything messing with Task Manager. And critically, look at ways to block or at least monitor traffic going out via Telegram, since Shuyal relies heavily on that for exfiltration.
So update defenses, watch for specific system changes, and try to block its communication channel.
Exactly. And that researcher, Vlad Paska, had a great closing thought on this. He said, essentially, attackers are thinking creatively. Defenders must do the same.
That really sums it up, doesn't it? It's not enough to just react anymore.
No, the defense has to be proactive, adaptive, especially when threats like Shuyal start blurring the lines between, say, espionage and straightforward financial cybercrime. It really makes you think about your own setup, doesn't it? Your personal habits online or the security posture at your workplace.
Absolutely. This whole deep dive highlights that the old security playbook might need some serious updates. Shuyal isn't just another piece of malware, it's a sign of where things are heading.
Which sort of leads to a bigger question, maybe something for you to think about after this. In a world where malware like Shuyal is specifically designed to erase its own tracks, how does that change digital forensics? If the footprints are gone, how do we effectively investigate? What new kinds of detection do we need that maybe don't rely on finding those traditional traces?
That's a really potent thought. What does investigation even look like when the evidence self-destructs?
It's a challenge. It points to this ongoing digital arms race.
Indeed. A race where staying informed and, frankly, staying curious, like you are by tuning in, is absolutely key. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Shuyal. We hope it's given you valuable insights. Keep exploring, stay vigilant, and we'll catch you next time.